So I guess Miss Wanda was kind of in her feelings last week and missing her time when she was on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She posted this video and said, "This is when Love and Marriage Huntsville was the real ish." Yes, that part, period, boo. Now, she did share video of Marsau, Letitia, Maurice and Kimmy, and Jalen and her grandson. And speaking of Jalen, I'm curious as to why we no longer see him on the show, but that's another topic. But back to Wanda, someone commented and said, "You were the star, the show is missing you, period. You could tell that you were speaking truth and not just for the camera." She said, "I think Kimmy is the only real one now." And someone responded to this individual and said, "Keep lying to her. You are not a good friend." Now someone else chimed in and they said, "Stop lying. She is not a star, or maybe she is a fallen star. No class and messy." Now Wanda responded, "Why are you?" and added the frown up emojis and said that part. And the individual responded, "Why are you not on the show?" That part.
And
Now someone else responded, "You missing those days, huh? Gotta watch that mouth. It will make you lose your blessings." Someone else responded, "Right, coming on the show, acting like she was tough at her old age. I liked her in the beginning, but she got the big head and just said any old thing, and the viewers didn't like it and let it be known." Now, back towards the beginning of the show when Wanda first made her appearances, I did like Wanda in the beginning, but then, she started running her mouth and saying things and going live and just doing the most. But the only time I think I really liked Wanda on the show was when she would be calling Marsau out, especially like the time when she asked him if that was his back in the photo at that hotel.
You being in vows with me that you don't want to do the loan or whatever, due to the fact that all this little room and stuff going on.
No,
Let's talk about.
That's not what we're here for.
No.
This is not the time or place to talk about me.
This hotel room and stuff. Somebody took a picture of you in the bed and all this. You seen the picture, right?
I saw a picture, yeah.
Okay.
They didn't take a picture of me. I think that could have been anybody.
My thing is with that picture on social media, it kind of looked like him. It may be you, Marsau. After looking at it again and again and again, I think it was your big ass back for real. I really do. You know I'm gonna get down to it. Was it you or not? What's the name of the motel you was in? Check your beds. Make sure there ain't no damn bed bugs in your bed, because that was not no hotel. It looked like a goddamn motel.
So in your opinion, you think that was me?
I'm asking you. Was it you?
So like I said, that's the times when I like to see Wanda on the show, when she would call Marsau out on the carpet, because he'll just say and do anything. And it's like Letitia never really kind of confronts him like Wanda does. And if she would have just stayed in her element and kind of stuck to just going after Marsau as the mother-in-law, there's a chance she might have still had her place and maybe have made a couple of cameo appearances here and there. But unfortunately, she went after the real stars of the show and she blew it. But watching that particular scene took me back to how Marsau typically always tries to act like he doesn't know anything. And, especially we figured that out in his deposition, in this lawsuit, some of the way that he answered things. He always tries to act clueless and dumb, like, I don't know. But, it took me back to the reunion, and Maurice tried to act like he had never been around or had met Coleslaw. And then later on that night, I believe Marsau had went live and posted a picture of all of them together when they were down in Atlanta. Now, Coleslaw made a post and said, "We will save Marsau for YouTube since he want to go live." And someone had responded to her and said, "Please set these men straight. We all know that they all knew about you. Marsau was blanking my friend until recently. On the reunion last night, they all lied and said they didn't know about you except for Marsau. Two of them have been in the same room blanking two different women at the same time. I know you know what I'm talking about. I am trying to convince her to expose all of them, but they got these girls scared." Now, I know you're probably wondering why we're bringing this all up because it is old news, but it just brought me back to Marsau, how he is, and just how much of a liar he is. I mean, to sit up there and to say that you are a millionaire, sir, you don't move like a millionaire. You don't have anybody handling your business. You couldn't answer the questions in your deposition. I mean, there was just like you didn't really know what was going on. And during all this time that you had to prepare for this, last year you were too busy in the comments arguing with women and calling women out for their appearance. And even though none of these women will ever come forward to say that they were in a relationship with him, there's been plenty of information that has circulated. Like the person that said, I believe this because my friend been effing Marsau too for years. She won't say anything because she's in love and doesn't want him to leave. He gasses her head up. His lying ASS irks my nerves with that BS. He told her about you long time ago and how cool y'all were. He tells her everything and about the other women he's cheated with. And yes, Alonda was one. Him and Siddharth cover for each other on Ish They Keep from Maurice and Martell. Marsau isn't in love with Latisha. He fakes his feelings for her and is counting down until he can divorce her. He tolerates her because of the business. He had to get those business loans in her name. Everything Martell said about them is true. They all have cheated with more women than Martell, and some been in side relationships for longer than y'all. So, like I said, once again, I'm bringing all this up because one, Wanda was reminiscent on being on the show, and it just all kind of took me back to the earlier days and all the drama that unfolded these past few years. And you know what? I think it's probably weighing on Latisha because the way she was smoking on that cigar at their Alabama AMU event that they had at Black, she was smoking that cigar like she needed to relieve some stress. But sound off below in the comments, you guys. Let me know your thoughts about all of this. And as always, I will talk to you in the next video. Please give this one a thumbs up and be sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from What's Happening.